We all get goosebumps when we hear that music. The Champions League is almost back and all football fans and bettors are waiting for it. At least that's the case for the whole SportyTrader.com team. That's why, for this second episode of the Sporty Bet Club, we've decided to focus on the matches of the first 2023-24 Champions League matchday, which will take place on Tuesday 19 and Wednesday 20 September. A very exciting first day with some great fixtures. Hello, I'm Greg, and this is the Sporty Bet Club, the SportyTrader.com podcast dedicated to football betting tips. This podcast is powered by artificial intelligence but based on the knowledge of our betting experts and data from SportyTrader.com. Before we start, let me thank our partner, Bet365. All the odds that appear in this podcast come from them. By the way, don't forget to use the exclusive code, STYVIP1, when you register at Bet365. I repeat, STYVIP1. Don't forget it, this will get you a great welcome offer. The 2023-2024 edition of the Champions League once again pits Europe's biggest clubs against each other. Predicting who will be the winner isn't easy. Nevertheless, a few favourites stand out at first glance. Defending champions Manchester City, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich or Barcelona will be the main teams to watch. Bet365 offers on the future winner of the competition attempting. Here are the odds for the main favourites. Manchester City, odds of 3. Bayern Munich, odds of 6.50. Real Madrid, odds of 9. Arsenal, odds of 11. Barcelona, odds of 15. PSG, odds of 17. Also very popular with punters, the Champions League top scorer type of bet can offer great opportunities given the good odds offered by bookmakers on who will score the most Champions League goals. When betting on the top scorer in the Champions League, there are several factors to take into account. Recent performances, the player's ability to score goals, the fixture list and opponents, the club's ambitions. All these factors can have an influence on a player's chances of finishing as the competition's top scorer. Selecting a player from a team expected to go deep in the tournament is advisable. Here are the odds suggested by Bet365 for the competition's top scorers. Erling Haaland 2.2, Kylian Mbappe 5, Harry Kane 5, Robert Lewandowski 10, Gonzalo Ramos 26, Victor Osimhen 26. And what about the groups? Some of them are very interesting. Group A, for example, brings together Bayern Munich, Manchester United, Copenhagen and Galatasaray. Harry Kane will make a return to England after his new club Bayern Munich were drawn to play Manchester United in the group stages. Kane has already started scoring goals for his new club and has quickly settled in. We expect Bayern to top this group. Manchester United haven't been too impressive in the Premier League so far this season but should finish in the top 2. A very good Galatasaray team could create a surprise. But logic should prevail and the Turkish team should finish third, ahead of Copenhagen. In Group B, Sevilla, Arsenal, PSV and Lens will battle it out for a place in the last 16. Arsenal are back in the Champions League and face some familiar opponents. They have played both PSV and Lens during their time in the Europa League. The Gunners should be able to qualify but are up against 3 sides who are strong at home. Sevilla are in the Champions League after winning the Europa League last season but didn't do well in La Liga. We go for Arsenal to win the group, Sevilla to finish second and PSV to claim the Europa League place. Group C now with Napoli, Real Madrid, Braga, and Union Berlin. It's pretty likely that Real Madrid and Napoli will dominate this group but who will finish top? Real Madrid have won this competition more times than any other club. Jude Bellingham has made a good start after moving from Dortmund and he'll be able to tell them a few snippets of information about Union Berlin. We believe Real will finish top with Napoli second and they'll finish well clear of Union Berlin who might pip Braga for third place. Benfica, Inter Milan, Salzburg and Real Sociedad are in the Group D. This looks like being one of the closer Champions League groups. Inter Milan reached the final last year and we believe they will top this group. Benfica are often difficult to beat at home and may well take second spot ahead of Real Sociedad with RB Salzburg trailing in fourth. It may well go down to the final games though. Group E now with Feyenoord, Atletico Madrid, Lazio and Celtic Glasgow. Atletico Madrid have had some disappointing Champions League campaigns in recent years. This isn't too difficult to draw and they should be able to make it to the knockout stages as group winners. Lazio can finish in second place. It might be closed for third between Feyenoord and Celtic. A lot will depend on how the Scottish champions get on at home. Feyenoord may be able to grab third place. Now it's time for the group of death, the Group F, PSG, Borussia Dortmund, AC Milan and Newcastle United. PSG are our tip to win the group, but their away form can sometimes be a problem. They should top the group, but it'll be closed for the other places. Newcastle United are back in the Champions League. A long-awaited return for the fans, who are expected to create a great atmosphere at St James Park. Milan reached the semi-finals last year, while Dortmund have a decent record in the Champions League. It'll be close, but Newcastle might just be able to finish second with Milan in third. Group G now with Manchester City, Leipzig, Red Star Belgrade and Young Boys. Defending champions Manchester City should have few problems winning this group. RB Leipzig have had to face City at this stage before, and we believe they will finish in second place. Red Star Belgrade should be able to finish in third above Young Boys, who usually struggle in the Champions League. And finally, Group H with Barcelona, Porto, Shakhtar, Royal Antwerp. The past 2 seasons have seen Barcelona fail to reach the knockout stages and then not even win the Europa League. This looks a draw that will prevent an unwanted hat-trick, and they can finish top. Porto are a side that have done well in recent tournaments and can finish in second place. Shakhtar can finish in third above Royal Antwerp, who lack experience at this level. You now have everything you need to bet on the new Champions League season. And if you want to know more, don't hesitate to visit SportyTrader.com to discover our free tips and predictions for all the European games. See you soon for a new SBC podcast.